Feel that breeze, huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away at my six string. Yeah, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar.
Alright, Shabby.
Yeah,
So I should hopefully finish this off today on the stream.
What do you say, huh? Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, sure, that sounds great.
Definitely playing Stalker 2 when it comes out, yeah. Hopefully it won't get delayed again.
I dreamt about flying the other night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely stream some of it as well, yeah.
Never mind. It was a stupid dream.
But yeah, I'm hoping it won't be delayed again, because obviously the war's delayed it. Since it was meant to be coming out, I think, at the end of last year, so now it's delayed to the end of this year. But because there's a lot of gameplay footage being released of it now and stuff, I'd imagine it's quite close to actually being done.
Look at that. Another city, another abandoned quarantine zone. There's that hospital the Firefly mentioned. Come on, kiddo.
There's an Abrams.
Maybe we cut through here, huh?
This is giraffe bit coming up, isn't it? You're having a giraffe? What do I need to craft anything at the moment? Oh, just the upgrade to this. Oh, there's a ladder around somewhere, isn't there, down here? I think. If I remember it.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Alright, Rich. I'm hoping I'll finish this off today, because it's obviously like the last chapter of the game, and because I replayed this fairly recently, I kind of remember where I'm going and that most of the time. Let's just see, what have I got on my pills? Listen mode distance, might as well do that one. And then on the New Game Plus, although I won't be streaming New Game Plus, I'll probably start doing Shiv Masters as like my next set of upgrades. Does that let you carry an extra Shiv Master? Oh no, it's... Oh, I see, it's the ones that, yeah, actually keep you alive a bit better, because it does the thing of, yeah, there's the ladder.
Well, we could use that ladder.
Yeah, so those Shiv ones are quite useful. Right, Tooth Fairy. Yeah, the thing is, Shabby, it's like, the annoying thing with this is, like we're saying, is the graphics look really nice in this version. It's just a shame that at the moment, until they patch it quite a few times, this is running really badly on a lot of people's PCs. Like I said, I'm actually quite lucky on mine, it runs well, but again, like I say, when I'm streaming it, it dips below 60 FPS, like it's running at 40 FPS at the moment, in 4K, you know, maxed out. where in reality it shouldn't, being a PS5 game originally. Just if the like texture res has been, you know, upped and everything, this should run at 60 solidly. Because if it's a console game, you know, and I'm now running it with a 3090 and everything, it should be running way better than it does. But at least my hardware runs it well enough that, you know, it doesn't stutter or anything. But it's been a nightmare on some people's computers apparently. Well, I'm sure there's lots of things where if you take knives and scissors to your like body parts, you probably become more deadly.
Ellie!
There's like a old railroad.
Ellie!
She's going to see the giraffe. She's having a giraffe, Joel. She's having a giraffe.
You gotta see this.
What is it?
Oh, cool. They are actually outside at this point. It's not like they're just not spawned in and she just runs off. They are actually wandering around outside. I wonder if I go on photo mode, if I can actually pull the camera around there. Nah, not really. It's like there's a hidden wall there to stop you actually moving photo mode around that. Right, Justin. Yeah, I was at the Blue Cross volunteering this morning and I'm back, so I've got a big cup of tea and I'm then going to be hopefully finishing this off. Then later on this afternoon I'll get the video filmed on my latest haul of gear, so people know what's coming up in the next week or two of like content.
You see this? Shh, don't scare it.
I just want to see how close you can zoom in photo mode to the giraffe's face. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking giraffe. It's got the weird little horns giraffes have. Yeah, the textures are good because that actually looks like fur on its face. Yes, it's a giraffe.
I won't.
What are you doing?
It's alright. Come here. Hey, hurry up.
If you're wondering why there's a giraffe there, it's because there used to be a zoo here, and they obviously escaped and bred. And being a big fucking giraffe, you know, they're pretty dangerous animals if they want to be.
Where's it all?
It's like a giant horse, which can also
Here, come on,
like
let's
smack
go.
things with its
Slow
big long
down,
neck,
kiddo.
with its head like a flail.
Come on.
So yeah, giraffes aren't an animal you'd mess with. Just stomp lions to death, giraffes. What happens if I go this way, or is it just loops back that way? Anyway, let's go up here first. Alright, so yeah, this bit's probably just... Well, before we go through that other staircase, then I want to run back and see if I missed anything.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs. But you can't deny the view, though.
Oh yeah, that's a reference to the line earlier in the game, isn't it? When they were at like the courthouse bit, right at the start. It's cathedral-y looking thing in the back over there. Yeah, little picker, because they flail their heads into each other, don't they, to like fight over dominance, whatever it is. But yeah, saying about elephants, yeah, elephants can like properly go on rampages in like places like India and that, and even though Indian elephants are smaller than African elephants, they can still like fuck up like villages. Because as well as even if when people try and shoot elephants to like take them down, they're actually surprisingly hard to kill, from what I understand. Oh, I see, that was the direction I ran in then. Ah, I see, so this is just a bit that loops around. Ah, right, okay. So I haven't missed anything there, it's just like a room that's kind of square-shaped rather than being like a line. Because if I remember right, it's really sad, because it's again like a circus abusing an animal. but there was an elephant that was like a show elephant somewhere in America, and that went on a rampage, and they had to shoot it to death. And it went on the rampage obviously because it was treated like shit. But because the cops didn't have like good guns on them, they had to shoot it literally hundreds of times with handguns. Yeah, exactly, Rich. They used to be used as war elephants, didn't they? But yeah, so there was this thing where this elephant went on a rampage, and they had to shoot it to death. But because I don't think many of them had like actual shotguns and big rifles, they were literally just plinking it to death over and over with like 9mm and 45s.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
Like I said, I do like in this version that Ellie's actually got red hair, because in like all the notes in the game it says she's like, you know, got red hair, ginger hair. But in, for whatever reason, some of the older versions of the game, she barely looks like she's got red hair in most bits. But the lighting on this is a lot better for actually making her hair look red.
Look, I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this. Once we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Okay?
Well, I ain't leaving without you.
What's that? Cigarette, wine, rainy weather. It's actually sunny today, though. This is the funny thing. It's been shit weather all week, and now it's a really nice sunny Good Friday. But loads of people are going away on holiday, obviously, today, so the roads are quite bad when I was coming back. They were nice going into volunteering because of the fact that, obviously, all the kids are off school, so there wasn't any, like, morning school traffic and all that. And a lot less, like, people doing work traffic. But yeah, then the annoying thing was coming back. Obviously, it was really busy with, just, like, you know, everyday, like, holiday maker type stuff.
Ellie, found another one of them comics you've been reading.
Yep, Fallout 1 I actually really like. Like, Fallout 2 is really good as well, but after replaying them, like, properly, I think Fallout 1 I prefer, but I like Fallout 1 modded, where you don't have, like, such a short time for the water chip, so you can explore a lot more. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of that, Litter Picker. Or Rich, I think's mentioned it before. Oh, exactly, yeah. That's the thing, Rich, it's like penetration, isn't it, with a lot of the, like, big game type animals, because of the fact that, obviously, lots of smaller bullets just won't reliably puncture through to a vital organ, like through thick bones and, like, lots of flesh and muscle and fat and everything.
It was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you looked, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Was that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
It's okay, Ellie.
What's the clock? It's 11:30, basically. So, AM. So just before midday. Oh, tools. I like tools. Is that just a little hole punch? Sharpest tool in the shed. Is that because I've got all the... Oh yeah, tools level 5. So I can do all the upgrades now, which is good. So for New Game Plus, that's really good, because it means I can actually have, like, the properly upgraded bolt action and all that. Just have a death machine. We've got us a map.
All right, let's see what we got.
Right, have I got enough parts to put the scope on it? Oh, yes I have. Right, good. So I want the upgraded scope. So I actually have a scope now, hopefully it zooms in a bit, because the previous scope is just literally like having a scope crosshair rather than a regular crosshair. It doesn't really zoom in at all. Capacity, yes, that's very good for the bolt action. Yeah, I suppose, Rich, it's because arrows penetrate much better, don't they, compared to the foot-pounds of energy, just because they work more like a knife. Oh, 50% more damage, yes please. Bolt. Armor piercing, yeah, let's get that as well. But yeah, generally having your brains blown out kills most things. I'll do the reload speeds as well, even though, like I said, that's not my prime upgrades I bother with on a lot of guns. I might as well just keep getting this thing better and better. Because like I said, in New Game Plus you can use this fairly early on and it's a good gun. Alright, that's that fully upgraded. Yeah, combat ready, achievement unlocked. Right, I probably don't have enough parts for anything now.
That'll do.
Yeah, this will be the end of the game, Sean, hopefully, on this one, because I'm right near the end of it now. So there isn't much more to do.
Hey, Joel, I got something for you. Here. Maria showed this to me and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
No matter how hard you try, I guess you can't escape your past. Thank you.
Isn't that originally, though, a quote, Rich, from Dawn of the Dead? Yeah, it's a bit like the heart litter picker on some mammals. When I've looked at, organ charts, where their organs are, you'd be surprised, relative the heart is to where you think it is. So with deer, I think it is. The heart's almost, directly under, where the head is, if you look, where their neck is, if I remember right. So it's where the forelegs are, the heart's very close to, the neck.
This time it's gonna be different.
Whereas, obviously, some mammals have, the heart further back into, the centre of the chest.
I'm sure of it.
Because again, that's the thing of if you want to humanely shoot an animal if you're hunting, you ought to really know where you're aiming for either the brain or heart and lungs to just get a really efficient kill, rather than just plinking it and letting it bleed to death horribly if it runs off. You've not seen the Romero original, Rich. You definitely need to watch the Romero original Dawn of the Dead. It's one of the most famous zombie movies ever. Yeah, the lighting looks very good with stuff like that. The only annoying thing is, I guess this is a problem that they need to patch with the game. Oh, it's bloater. Big fat bloater bastard. What was I going to say? Actually, can I just sneak past most of these? Not waste my ammo. So I'd rather keep all my ammo for the bit coming up in a minute.
Here, let me boost you up there.
Can't right now, there's too many of them.
Okay, they actually don't let you do it. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind, I'll do it properly then. She doesn't die, Shabby. But, yeah, because obviously I have killed a load of them before, I didn't realise that, yeah, unless you actually kill them at this point, she won't actually do that, like, objective thing, so never mind. Oh, no, that wasn't part of my word, was it? There we go, finally. I've still got 2 more to deal with near the end of the corridor. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the flamethrower. That might be a bit useful for me. Yeah, that's the thing with a lot of animals as well. You're right, Little Picker. There's sort of like spinal type shots you can get on them, where yeah, that prevents obviously the brain or like functions of other bits working. Right, let's swap this for El Diablo, whatever he's called. Let's swap this guy for the Flammenwerfer. Right, and I'll save the flamethrower ammo for the bigger fuckers. Right, still be some more to get in the next area, but yeah, let's clear this area out properly then and not rush through and get swarmed by everything. Right, clickers. I can actually get past the clickers fairly alright, so we'll just do that.
There's so many of them.
Oh, items. Right, I'm gonna upgrade this again. Oh, I don't have the parts. I'll just make more Molotovs then. Alright, Richard. I'm hoping to finish this today on this stream, because, like I said, once I've got through this tunnel bit, it's just the hospital bit, so, the giraffes looked very good on this remaster.
Stay back.
If you hear. Oh good, I've got enough bits to upgrade the axe again, because the axe is actually pretty good. So I'll try and keep that working as long as possible. I thought there was a bit near here, maybe I'm remembering wrong, where Ellie, like, goes through and opens a door for you. But I might just be completely misremembering that. Because again, there's so many bits, like, with tunnels and that in The Last of Us 1 and 2, that, you know, it's obviously quite easy to... Like, there's the other Lotus. I'll go along the sides of this tunnel. I suppose it is still technically morning. You're right, Rajiv, for another 15 minutes anyway. Oh dear.
Goddamn runner. One down. Oh, I've got some. Oh, I've got one shot for sure. I like how I snuck past everything. I've just gone back this way anyway and alerted all of them. Oh well. Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of trauma in theory, Litter Picker, that could happen to the body that would just fuck it up.
Ellie, cover
Oh
me.
shit. Come on, switch gun. Heal in a minute. There we go. Yeah, her AI definitely seems better. It seems like most of the companions in this definitely get more kills if you just leave them and they don't get like overrun.
I think you're right.
Because what always annoys me on loads of old games, not necessarily old games, but like any of the sort of COD type games where you've got soldiers on your side, is in so many of those games, like the soldiers on your side never can kill anyone. Like all they do is essentially just like fake fire at the enemies, and the enemies fake fire at them or whatever. Or that if they kill enemies, like those enemies just respawn and another one runs in. So it always has to be you that shoots everybody. Because I've noticed in like this, for example, you can conserve ammo quite well if you just let your companions get kills when it's easy for them to do it. Yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to doing New Game Plus, although I probably won't stream that. Just because I think people are probably sick of me playing it if I did it for a third time again soon. But yeah, just because of the fact that I'm looking forward to going from the start of the game with a lot of the upgraded weapons and that, and just seeing how it changes things up. I have some more of my cup of tea before it goes cold.
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
Hey, that's what we can do once we're done.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
She didn't hear him say you got it because he jumped under the water. Wouldn't the pilot light for the flamethrower go out if you went underwater?
I'm on the other side.
Let's just I just want to see something actually. So I get the flamethrower.
Hold on.
So it's obviously got a light there, but if I go underwater, or does he just put it out anyway when he puts it on his back? Oh, it just goes out anyway when it's on your back. Never mind then. I know you can burn flames underwater if you've got the right kind of gas doing it or whatever. Yeah, that's the thing I keep thinking of, Rajiv, is like so many places in this. Like you think if you just carried the ladder a bit further, you could have got around something so easily. Or they could just get, like, one of those ladders that's telescopic, like kind of like an attic ladder. Because our attic ladder's like one of those that's actually pretty damn small when it's folded up. But, like you
shallow over there.
Undo the latches and then slide the next segment out, depending on. Please tell me Ellie's. Oh yeah, she's not doing a stupid pallet thing again. Oh, another comic book. Why is that randomly here? Like, I get the comic books when they're in, like a bedroom or an RV or like a shop or something, but I don't get why you just randomly have one in a tunnel here.
Freezing!
Oh, this is probably the gate I was thinking of when I was on about earlier, like Ellie opening a gate by crawling through or whatever it was. Or just a grappling hook type thing, Rajiv.
Alright. On your foot.
Okay.
That kind of gives me an idea for a video, because, people said, like,
Get that door open.
what, like I did a video that was really popular, like, what would I do in a 28 days later scenario? I actually think I might do like, what would I do if I was in The Last of Us, and it would just be stuff like, yeah, have oh, hang on. I'll save you. I'll leave a flamethrower. There we go. That doesn't just hurt. Okay. But yeah, like, you know, so it'd be like having the soft body armor on to actually prevent a lot of the injuries they get in the game, and like prevent you from getting bitten. You know, like have some sort of climbing device that you can, like probably a grappling hook and a bit of rope that you can just keep in your backpack. It might be a good idea for a video, actually. Especially because a TV series has come out recently, there's probably a lot more people who find it interesting. What's the capacity for this, seeing as, like I said, this is actually quite a good weapon when it's upgraded. But... I like how it's like an over-under shotgun now, just in there. No, what I was saying, Rajiv, was that I did a video ages ago, like, called like something like what would I do, or what like gear would I have in a 28 days later type, you know, thing. And that was quite a popular video, so I'm saying now the series has come out for Last of Us, it might be quite good to do like, what would I have if I was in The Last of Us, you know, like personal gear sort of stuff. That was a shiv drop.
Alright.
Yeah, with a lot of the infected though in this, you don't actually have to destroy the brain, do you? Because at least when they're like the stage 1 type infected, like the runners, for the most part they're just like stronger people, aren't they? Like enough blood loss and that still kills them. So I think unlike an actual like zombie kind of thing, that it would actually kind of be a bit easier in this. A slingshot might actually unironically be good against like the weaker infected, if you were just like wanting to, you know, pick up a slingshot. Because again, like I could show Mike's slingshot in that video because I've got it here on my desk, Mike's slingshot. And the cool thing of like a slingshot is that would take up like no room whatsoever in a bag, and with like the, you know, like strong bands on it, you could certainly just pick up rocks and use them, you know, at a distance, either as a distraction noise or you know, just plink runners to death with it.
Watch your head.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking so much little picker for climbing a building, but just for getting over like the little things where they get the step ladders out in this.
Look.
Yeah, you know, like say that thing over there where the railing is. Like, so rather than having to go around a load of bollocks to get up that, you know, you chuck the grappling hook on a railing, say like that one over there, and just use it to climb like 5 feet or whatever. And again, I know this is a video game, which is why they don't practically carry stuff. This water looks quite nice, actually. You can see like the shimmering on the stairs. Is there anything down here to look at? Fish. Clothes. Oh, this is the way I'm actually meant to be going, isn't it? Oh, well. Yeah, again, the crossbow's practical, because, like Richard was saying, you can reuse bolts. You can probably have something that has quite simple bolts.
I need to get up there.
Oh, if I'm meant to, like, flood this area, aren't I? Something like that. I can't remember now, even though I played this not very long ago. Right, don't break Ellie on this one because Wait, so was that room I was just in the one you looked up at and said, "Oh, I need to get up there"? Is that the same room? Yeah, it was. Okay, I was just getting a bit confused then. If that was a totally different thing. Is that the Christopher Nolan movie? I might watch it, but the thing is, I've not been to the cinema to watch anything in ages. Is it got like Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer, hasn't it? If it's the thing I'm thinking of. Yeah, but you could at least use them in this universe as well, I guess, Litter Picker, for like just killing things like the rabbits and that they eat.
Looky there.
Because again, I suppose there's a lot more to the survival stuff, isn't there, and stuff like this, than just simply the what would you call it? Like, you know, just killing the infected. You still have to think about food and other stuff. I just want to check down here that there's nothing else in this room. Big, like, air vent thing. Chair, randomly. No, there's nothing else to see here, is there?
Stand back.
Oh, it's that ladder. She does.
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
How do I drop the ladder here to... Oh, I have to put it up there, don't I? And then go around. I was just going to, like, push it in the water and push it along like a float. But I can't do that. Just killing infected and that. The big important bit that happens near the end of the game's coming up very soon. Shabby, if you've got time to, like, watch the next 30 minutes or so. Because that's like, the bit that's, you know, famous for, like, people's opinions on, like, Joel's character and that. Where some people think he did the right thing, some people think he did the wrong thing. You know, all that coming up. Where there's, like, a moral dilemma, let's put it that way. And, also quite a good action scene. In the series, they just make him the fucking Terminator. It's great. It's like the police station scene from the Terminator where he's just going around massacring everybody. And they're just so incompetent compared to him. Guess this is what was this? Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's just a vehicle tunnel, isn't it? I was gonna say.
Let me
Was
go
it
ahead.
a subway? But no, it's
You
obviously
follow my
just
lead.
like
Okay,
traffic.
right behind you.
Okay, come on, jump.
Sure gonna catch me?
Yeah, I fucking love the police station scene in the Terminator one, and the music.
You didn't even need me.
Let's get the hell off this thing.
Brad Fiedel scores great for Terminator. Again, I like Terminator 1 more because it's much more like a horror sort of thriller film than it is just an action.
Hey, move.
Oh no!
I got it. Ellie!
Oh, you made it!
James Horner's composition for Aliens is one of the inspirations for the Gears of War soundtrack, which I really like. When I say Gears of War, I mean the original Gears of War, not any of the sequels that are different composers. But Kevin Ripple's, or Ripple, however his name's pronounced, original Gears soundtrack. The one that's like really heavy on the sort of brass and woodwind. And yeah, he's literally said it was inspired by the Aliens soundtrack. And what was the other composer he said it was inspired by? Aliens was definitely one of them. I think Predator, yeah, Predator was the other one. Because it's got quite a few, like you can either call them rip-offs or, you know, like, flattery kind of inspired bits by the Predator soundtrack. Gears 1 I really like. I didn't really like any of the ones after that. Because I think with Gears 1 it was more like they had an idea that worked well for one game, and the story worked well for the first one. You know, the expanded universe didn't really work for it. Yeah, Alan Silvestri. Yeah, he did the Delta Force as well, which is a really catchy do 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 do. Chuck Norris.
Welcome to the Fireflies. Sorry about that. They didn't know who you were.
In LA?
She's all right. They brought her back. You came all this way. How'd you do it?
It was her. She fought like hell to get here. Maybe it was meant to be.
But yeah,
I lost most of my crew crossing the country.
when you're not watching one of my videos,
I pretty much lost
it's all on YouTube. Have a listen to the original Gears of War
and then you show
soundtrack.
up, and somehow we find you just
My
in time to
favourite
save
track's
her.
probably East Barricade Academy. So if you remember to search for
Maybe it
East
wasn't
Barricade
clear.
Academy, you'll definitely hear the sort of Predator-influenced soundtrack to that with all the woodwind and that in it.
Take me to it.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Let me see her, please.
Yeah,
You
no
can't.
worries. Saying, yeah, that's
Just
one of the few
retract
video
yourself.
game soundtracks I actually have on CD, the original
you mean
Gears of War
surgery?
The
soundtrack.
doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
So you're gonna show me where she...
Stop. I get it. But whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through. I knew her since she was born. I promised her mother I would look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
Oh, cool. That sounds good, little picker. I do know that, I don't know if that's what they did a video on to do with it, but there's a really cool thing that's in development with science at the moment, like, you know, where they'll be able to do it, but it's just how long till it's a more mainstream thing. Where a bit like a
Aren't you mad
FLIR,
at me?
like a thermal camera, can see,
He
you know,
tries
like heat
anything,
via
shoot.
colours. Like, you know, like either the black and white heat, or you can have the colour-toned heat.
Erase this
You know, like where red's the hottest or whatever, and you have all the thermal colours. In theory, there's a thing where radiation levels can be seen like that. So you can have a specialist camera that like reacts to radiation
Sick,
coming
you
into
know.
it with like various radiation measuring instruments. Then you can have a secondary camera just filming normal stuff, and then you can overlay, like on the camera, like dangerous radiation areas via colours on the camera.
Oh.
But again, that's like the sort of tech at the moment that, other than some labs like developing them, they're not anywhere near like mass-produced instruments yet. There's also cool things. I can't remember the name of the thing, but it's like where they get an electric field, and you can see radiation like interfering with the electric field. I mean, there's also cloud chambers as well, which are been around for ages. But cloud chambers are cool, where you can see all the particles shooting off.
What the fuck you doing? Keep walking.
Yeah, cloud chamber. Yeah.
I say keep walking.
I've got a cloud chamber, but I don't have any dry ice at the moment. But I did buy like a literal lab cloud chamber from a place literally their stock. Yeah, cloud chambers are really cool.
Top floor. the far end.
But yeah, there's a few other things like cloud chambers, litter picker, where you can use various things and see the radiation mess, you know, with a field of something.
He's in here.
We gonna eat fire for that barbecue. There's a really good video of a big science museum somewhere in Germany, and they do a thing where they drop some, I think it's a tiny bit of radium into a cloud chamber, and then you see all the radon gas shoot off of it. That's really cool. Right, I'm just going to quickly finish my cup of tea before carrying on, just because it's almost getting cold, and I had like one of my litre-sized mugs, so I want to get my cup of tea drunk. Yep. Right, that'll be enough caffeine for me for quite a few hours. Have they expanded this area? Because I don't remember being able to go outside before in this bit. Or have they like changed the way it looks rather than just being a corridor there or whatever it might have been like that always, I just can't remember it looking like that. Yeah, it's just because they played the exact same animation, litter picker. The thing is, I think there is more than one burning to death animation. I guess it's just like a dice roll on which animation it plays. I can craft some more bombs. Let's see if their fire burning to death animation synchronizes perfectly.
Oh shit!
See, they have a different one. They didn't do the exact same animation at the same time. My favourite new Olympic sport litter picker is the Russian tank turret tosses, where like a T-72 series or whatever gets, you know, like set on fire internally and the ammo goes up and blows the turret off. And it's how much airtime the turret gets. So there's some that literally have like a turret, like a massively heavy, you know, big metal, flying in the air for something like 15 seconds or so. Yep. Oh, there's a big MRI machine, whatever it is there. Oh, the light's really good on that window, actually, as an effect.
Nah, I see him.
Yeah, you can't see it so much with your own light, but that was quite good when the other guy was like, you see his light casting through there and sort of doing the proper shadows. They look pretty crispy, don't they? I keep forgetting I have that listen mode thing. What was the button for listen mode? Is it Q? Yeah, it's Q. There's a guy over there, look. Again, I kind of don't like using listen mode, so it kind of feels like cheating to me using listen mode. I know it's obviously a gameplay mechanic they put in there, and I've upgraded it using my, like, you know, hard-earned tablets in the game, but still.
Another dead! He's still here! Keep looking.
Kind of like, you know, trying to listen to actually where you think they are via their sounds. I mean, I don't think they'd be screaming for very long, litter picker, because they're going to literally be vaporised whenever you get a turret toss. But yeah, some of the turret tosses are amazingly high. The funny thing is, if that guy actually had the visor on his riot helmet, he could probably prevent himself being choked to death then, because the riot visor would probably stop Joel's, arm getting in the way of his neck. But whatever. Like I said, I think a riot helmet would be one of the things I'd include in that video. That sounds really good, Rajiv, but yeah, that'd be good playing something like this with surround sound in a big cinema kind of setup. Because, like, headphones are good, but obviously, yeah, if you've got a room where you can set it up properly for actual surround sound, it must be really immersive. That's one of the things that really annoys me, actually, on games where they don't bother with the proper, like, sound stuff. Because, even with headphones in some games, you can hear the sounds aren't coming from the angle they're meant to be. Where they've just done the thing of, like, rather than sound being directional, it's just quieter if it's further away. They've not bothered doing a directional sound. And I imagine that's really annoying if you then have, like, a really good, like, surround sound setup and, like, sounds that should be coming behind you just come out all the speakers, just quieter. Yeah, I know what you mean though, but it's a nice thing, isn't it? When it's there, you really notice it. It's like with nice graphics. It's not something that would make or break a game for me, but yeah, it's the sort of thing that, you really appreciate it when it's there, because you start noticing it.
Sam! Not over here!
If you were smart, you'd, like, lay prone and see if I was under there by, I thought I picked up another brick, but I don't know.
What are you gonna do, huh? Hey, he's over here!
Oh, I'll make the right one. Oh, I'm pretty fucked up.
Don't lose him!
They've already lost me.
He's in here!
Gaming Exottles, did you see my reply? Because I said, other than the British one, which I've already done a proper video on, the American one, obviously, I don't have. I mean, I could do a video if you want the American one, obviously, because I don't have one of just talking about some of the stuff to do with it. But obviously, I can't demonstrate anything to do with it myself or whatever, because I physically don't have them, because they're super fucking rare.
He's out! Fucking get him!
Yeah, Dunkirk had pretty good audio design, didn't it? Because I really liked how they'd recreated the Stuka siren in that. By, like, having some sort of drum thing they span that made the Jericho trumpet style. Because essentially it works like an air raid siren, the Stuka siren, but it's just, one of those things where so many films just use a generic old sound clip of it, where you can tell it's like the identical sound every time.
Don't let him get away! Over here!
so he dropped ammo, but he didn't drop ammo for the bloody gun he was using. Typical. Oh, this is the room I started off in, wasn't it? Flammenwerfer, it's Werfer's Flammen, it's German for flamethrower. Like Werfer is throw, Flammen is flame. You know, so there's that old meme. This is mein Flammenwerfer, it's Werfer's Flammen. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of Nolan. Like, I like a lot of the stuff he does, but I prefer Nolan's older films. But yeah, Nolan's stuff is very, like, loud actiony, I know what you mean, and, but yeah, I'm not one of those people that thinks Nolan's anywhere near, like, the top directors ever. I just think some of his sound stuff's really good and that, but... But yeah, I really hope somebody does a first-person mod for this on the PC version. Oh, getting loads of assault rifle ammo now. Oh, good, I've got more ammo for El Diablo. I thought that light then was somebody shining the light, but no, it's just like a actual floodlight thing, isn't it? I don't actually... I mean, I have a Flammenwerfer in the game. I don't have a Flammenwerfer in real life. Unless you count some lighters that have big jets, flamethrowers, but they're not really flamethrowers, are they? But, there are DIAC flamethrowers that sometimes come up for sale on the sites that do DIACs, but they're normally quite expensive, and they're really bulky things, you know, they take up shitloads of room, because most of them have, like, the backpack kind of fuel tank thing, a big hose, and then the big flamethrower themselves, and sometimes, like, a pump unit thing attached to it as well. Either, like, you know, on the back of the big backpack bit, or, like, another sort of additional thing that would be in series of it. I haven't actually seen Tenet yet, weirdly. It's like one of those films that I kept meaning to watch and just keep forgetting to watch it when I've got free time. Because that happens a lot, annoyingly. Like, I'll either buy a DVD or a Blu-ray of a film or whatever and then never watch it. Or, like, I'll see it's on the streaming service or whatever and think, oh, yeah, I'll watch that. And then when I remember to watch it, it's, like, no longer on the streaming service or whatever. There's so many times when, you know, I keep thinking, oh, in my free time I'll do something, and then I never do it because it just doesn't cross my mind. Really, I ought to just write post-it notes. Oh, I don't really want the flamethrower at the moment, do I? So I'll just... Oh, I didn't want to use the brick. Oops. I wanted to use my bow, but he swapped to the brick automatically. Oh, whose light's that? Oh, shit.
Here he is!
I really want to use the rifle more here because it's like the actual gun for the last bit of the game, but I kind of just like using the other guns. Well, the enemy's not sure. If I do the listen mode thing... Oh, in this area it looks like I've probably got all of them now. I wonder in the remake, because they're trying to make it like tie in more of The Last of Us 2, if you have to kill the Doctor with the pistol in a minute, or if it still lets you choose your weapon you want to use. Because I wouldn't mind shooting him with an arrow for a laugh. I did it with a flamethrower last time I played. But if in this version it's like ties in with the actual bit in the Last of Us 2, it will actually, Joel probably just shoot him in a cutscene, or you'll only be able to use the pistol. Yeah, exactly. It's a typical thing in a video game, like, where you can shoot somebody with a fucking arrow in, like, Skyrim or Oblivion. They search for you for a bit, and then, because, like, they haven't found you in a bit, they go back to patrolling, and they're like, must have been the wind, when they've got an arrow sticking out of them. Again, it's video game logic, because it's designed to be, like, fun, not necessarily realistic, where once, you know, a single person gets attacked, they just would scream and shout as loud as possible for all their buddies to try and find you nearby. Oh, a brick again. Maybe I can hit the Doctor with a brick. Right, here comes some more of them.
Down this way. Stay alert.
Down there. Hear what I... Smuggler! Don't let him get away! Is he over there? He's gone. I see him! You better stop this!
Yeah, the guys that ran right past me just now. Shabby. Like, he could be anywhere. Oh, wait, we've just run right past him. Oh, yeah, it's just a barricaded stairway, wasn't it? It's just a tape recorder, isn't it, of the Doctor? Oh, that's glitched. Look, my gun's stuck in the tape recorder. Right.
April 28th. Marlene was right.
It's got a cracked handle, look on my gun. What's going on there? That's not good.
The cause of her immunity is uncertain. As we've seen in all past cases, the antigen titers in the patient's cordyceps remain high in both the serum and the cerebrospinal fluid. Blood cultures taken from the patient rapidly broke cordyceps and fungal media in the lab. However, white blood cell lines, including percentages and absolute counts, are completely normal. There is no elevation of protein.
That one works alright. Yeah.
It's 5:30 p.m.
Sorry, Marlene, I don't really care about your thing. I'm here to finish the game. Yeah, Molotovs, why not? We've got a good choice to use on Herr Doctor in a minute. Oh well, let's go get the Doctor. I wonder if I can throw a bomb at him. I'm going that way, aren't I? Surgery. Oh, there's more enemies still, okay.
Go. With us. Don't let him get to the kid.
Yeah, that was a waste of a bullet. They're coming down this end, so I can get them more easily. Ah, dumb idiots, fan out, where you could have just held down a corridor, but no. Don't let him get to the kid. We've all got assault rifles and, like a barricade, but no, let's not. Let's not use our advantage of having a barricaded corridor. Let's just fan out and let the Terminator guy kill us all. Here's one's arms I removed earlier. Oh, he's good. He's got some of it. I've got no ammo for the pistol, so in theory Joel shouldn't be able to use it in a cutscene. Or like live bit if it's not a cutscene. But look, I've got a barricade now. Yeah, the assault rifle's kind of useless. Did the other one die, or did he just hide? No, he's... Right, cool, I can carry on with my mission. Again, he barricades the doors even though he's like killed everybody by the time he gets past them anyway. But I suppose that's because you might not necessarily have killed everybody, you might just like past a load of them. Right, okay. Pipe, let's try the pipe bomb thing, the nail bomb. Ooh, radiation.
What are you doing in here? I won't let you take her.
Oh, I have to use a gun, right? I'll use the bow then. I don't know, I find that funny.
Shut the hell up.
I don't want to die.
Wrong. Oh, their bodies don't come apart after they're dead. Okay.
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you. Oh, shit.
Get up here now!
Shit.
He's over here!
Get you out of here, girl.
Run, you
I got you.
Cover the exit!
leader of freedom. Ah, so there's like a little Easter egg there or whatever. It's like the thing actually tells you to run.
Damn it, which way?
Got nowhere to go. Go around to the other side!
We're okay. We're okay.
This is your last chance. Drop her. Now. I got him in my sight.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
said
dun,
get
dun,
back!
dun, 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 dun.
Hey, stop!
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to
Why is
decide.
everybody in this game so obsessed with raping and murdering Ellie?
You know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
That's the point. I adjusted the regulator on my watch. Is the time still correct? I've lost a couple of minutes, but not many. Give it a little wind up. And another thing of the regulator on this watch is it's really hard to tell if I'm actually making it slower or faster, the regulator, because it's not one that has an obvious, like, because on some regulators, this has the plus and minus on the, like, adjustment speed. But it doesn't have, like, the obvious, like, arrow pointing to which way you're doing it, so I can't tell if it's an inverted one or not. Yeah, well, the important part is I've already been fucking murdering everybody that, his whole mission was to deliver the girl, and I've already killed them all.
Turns out there's a whole lot more like you. People that
He's
use
lying.
dozens, actually. Ain't done a damn bit of good neither. They've actually... They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Turns out the game was rigged from the start. Ding, ding, ding.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just
Some of you as a terrorist at the beginning of the game, she is fucking cowardly, Marley. Like, oh, although you've killed all these people, why don't we change it around now? Oh, please, please, let me go, please. Some people in this game die with dignity, not me.
Well,
Yeah, she's got the Rice Krispies on her arm again.
looks like we're walking. Should be a straight shot through here.
All right.
Actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of pretty. Oh yeah, I'm playing as Ellie for a tiny bit, aren't I? What happens if I go this way? It's a secret ending where it's like, oh, the road's blocked, even though they somehow drove through it. Okay. What, Marlene? Yeah, with like a bullet wound to her stomach in a post-apocalyptic hellscape. Yeah, exactly. She just, yeah. Here's you put it yourself. You'll just be raped and murdered. And torn apart by a bunch of clickers.
I don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you
He
really
was a
would've
good
liked her.
friend.
I know she'd have liked you.
Bet I would.
Get down there. Just a little bit further now. There, I got you. Give me your hand. All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston? Back when I was bitten? I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too.
What a shame.
We didn't know what to do. So... she says... let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley,
but
and
she
she
was a
was
good
the
friend.
first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
Yeah, it was funny if this Rajiv was shooting the doctor in the face with a bow. Because yeah, sadly he doesn't let you use Molotovs or like the type bomb, like nail bomb things on him. But yeah, you can use any of the guns, so the bow was the funniest thing I had. Just William tell him in the
something
thing.
to fight for. Now I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear
but
to
it's-
me.
It'd make it quite funny for rewatching that
Swear
bit,
to me that
if in
everything
somehow in
that
The
you've
Last
said
of
about
Us
the
2 it knew
Fireflies
which
is true.
version, how you'd killed him. So there's like a flashback scene of like Abby finding her dad with an arrow in his face.
Okay.
There we go. Game over. So yeah, like I said, the remaster is good in terms of visually looking really nice. It's just not good in terms of their optimization of it and everything. So for all the people that have asked me on previous streams, would I recommend this? I'd recommend it when they've fixed the problems, because on a lot of PCs it seems it's just not running right. And we were talking over the quit to main menu. Yes, I'm not going to watch the credits. Right, I've still got about 10-15 minutes, so we'll start New Game Plus, although you probably won't see any gameplay of it. Because annoyingly I have to do the bit with Sarah. Let's do Moderate Plus then. If that's more difficult than regular Moderate. What's New Game Plus then? Classic. Only upgrades carry over from previous playthrough. Weapons recipe. Yeah, I want to do full loadout. Yeah, everything. When you get the thing, I have everything. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. It's a shame that there's not a thing of skipping to the actual start of the game, though, for New Game Plus. Because, like, it'd be good for just doing New Game Plus if you could literally start in the, you know, like the Boston bit, rather than doing all the Sarah bit at the beginning, because that's just, like, a walking cutscene. Yes, 9, I just finished the game. I'm not going to stream the game, by the way, on any more streams, because I finished it now. But I'm just starting a New Game Plus now, while I'm still talking with people for another 10 minutes or so. So, people can see the beginning bit of the game where his daughter dies. Spoilers. But, you know, you shouldn't probably be watching the stream The Last of Us if you've not played it, or care about playing it and knowing the plot. What about the British Mark IV respirator? Late 30s, if I remember right, like mid to late 30s. Because the Mark V, I think, was designed during the war, if I remember right. So the Mark IV would have been like prior to the war, but not that early on, because there was also a Mark III respirator that looks a lot more primitive. But yeah, the Mark IV would have been sometime in the 30s it was made. I'm afraid I can't give you an exact date, because I don't know. Can I at least skip cinematic, right? At least I can skip through these and get to as much of the gameplay as I can as quickly as possible. Annoyingly, you can't like skip these sort of cinematics where, you know, like the in-game kind of ones where you're just waiting for something to happen.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
Uncle Tommy? Hello? What was that all about? Oh, dang it. I forgot to give this to him.
Congratulations, you're a dinosaur. You're not a fossil yet. Oh, Is the Bash like a rip-off of the Clash?
Dad?
Oh, there's something that annoys me here, I'll show you. So, there's a bit where... Is this the bathroom? If it's the bathroom, yeah, I don't want this room. Right, so there's a bit where there's an explosion on the television, and then the explosion you see happens out the window a couple of seconds later, despite the fact that the television should be like a couple of seconds behind the actual explosion in real life. Do I want to be your friend? You're a person in the comments. I'm not saying that in a sorry way, I'm saying you're a random person in the comments. So watch this. There's an explosion that goes off, because that's like downtown where they are, in Austin. So the explosion goes off then. There we go. Oh, they've actually timed it better, okay. That works a lot better than the first time I played this. The first time I played this, the explosion actually was delayed a bit out the window. But that time it actually happened at the exact same time, so that's fine.
Dad?
Because yeah, normally TVs are delayed by a couple of seconds on like a live broadcast. But yeah, at the same time it doesn't bother me. It just annoyed me before when it was like 3 seconds later after the explosion on the TV that the explosion happened.
8 missed calls.
Oh, interestingly, Big Mac, I got one of those recently.
On my way.
Although my one's from the mid-30s, so it's not anyway Nazi related. But yes, it's probably just... But yeah, I've got one that looks kind of like a cross between a Mark IV and a CM3 sort of style mask from World War II. So I'm doing a video on that probably next week. I'll show it in the video I'm filming later today. But I'm not doing a proper full-length video on it today.
Yeah?
Does anyone come in here?
Now, is that your profile picture
Come
thing?
in here.
Don't go near the doors.
Just your profile
just
picture.
stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
Kind of sick.
Jeez. Jimmy!
Dad?
Come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am
There's
warning
also
you.
quite a cool Yugoslav gas mask that looks like an article. I think it was actually, the tooling was sold to them by Britain. So it is like a...
You shot him.
Sarah,
I saw him this morning.
listen to me. There is something bad going on. And you've got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tommy, come on.
I'll probably stop the stream when we get to the bit where she dies.
Any idea what's
Spoilers.
going on out there?
I got...
I'll skip the bit where they're just getting into the car, because like I said, I just want to get this moving as fast as possible. Because, like, obviously I can't skip the bit in the car. And the car bit's kind of good, because it's just like watching shit happen
Can we hear us on the radio?
as you're looking
Sure
around.
thing.
Thanks.
No cell phone, no radio. Yeah, we're doing great. A minute ago, newsman wouldn't shut up.
He said where to go?
They said, Army's put up roadblocks on the highway.
Alright, cool. Yeah, what I'll do
Nobody
is,
in County.
when I do the video on mine, is obviously ID the exact,
Seven,
like,
seven.
bit and see if I can find out as much history on it as possible before doing the video.
Did they say how many are dead?
Probably a lot. They found this one family all mangled inside their
Tommy.
house.
And they were a good friend.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, how did this happen?
They got no clue.
Sierra, did I ever tell you about Epstein's Island, where he takes little girls like you and does ungodly things to them with other famous people?
Holy hell.
That fire looks a hell of a lot better in the
That's
remake.
Lewis's farm. I hope that son of a bitch made it out.
I'm sure he did.
Were we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
That's right, he did. We're fine, trust me.
Alright.
Let's see what they need.
What do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
I got a kid, Joel.
So do we.
But we have room.
Keep driving, Tommy.
Oh no.
You ain't seen what I seen.
I don't actually get why they're driving into a more urban area. I mean, I know it's because they're probably trying to get the road out of town and all that, and they have to go through an urban area, but you'd think you'd just barricade your house at this point, if you didn't really know what was going on. And
Oh, this is bad. Everyone and their mother had the same damn idea.
We could just backtrack and... Turn us around.
Oh my god.
Tommy! Tommy!
Holy shit!
those cancer patients are attacking people.
What the fuck just happened? Did you see that? Yes, I saw it. God damn. Turn here, turn here.
No. Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
Is this what a Black Friday sale looks like in the US?
Sit back up there! They're behind
When
me
they all
too!
beat each other up over
There,
TVs.
hold on! Go!
What was the game frozen? No, it's just stuttering.
Look out!
Oh no, got T-boned.
Daddy?
I can't skip the cinematic. Oh,
Hey!
Get back, get back.
I'm gonna kick the window in.
Dad?
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come, give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run. Keep us safe. Come on, baby. Now hold on tight.
Daddy, I'm scared.
Just keep your eyes closed, honey.
Watch out!
I don't think petrol stations explode that easily, otherwise I think they blow up quite a lot more often.
Don't look, Sarah.
There's people on fire, yeah. They're burning to death, Sarah. They're going all crispy.
Why are they doing that?
Keep looking at me, baby.
Yeah, look at them, Sarah. Look at them burning
Over
up.
there.
Burning up.
We're gonna get out of this.
Oh, your elephant fell out the back of your car. What's with all the random burning cars that keep just turning up everywhere?
This way! Through the alley! Go!
Again, lighting is really good on the remaster.
He's dead! God damn it! We're almost there. We're almost there, baby.
They're getting through the fence! Keep going! Find your way out of here! Come on! Go! Move it! Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there! Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him!
You know, if they stayed with him in there, they'd be a lot better off. Well, I'm not foreshadowing, but you know, everything in this beginning bit is kind of like, what's the worst possible choices they could make?
Closer.
Let's go into a more urban area, you know, and all that.
Dad?
Here's an ambulance. Oh. I didn't even know you could die on this bit. Oh well. Yeah, I guess I'm just meant to keep running.
They're getting closer. Dad?
That paramedic's got his legs broken, honey. You must be in considerable pain.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe.
Hey,
It's like I actually have an M40 on.
please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken.
Stop right there!
We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians on the outer perimeter.
I was trying to get a picture of his gas
Daddy,
mask.
what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks more like he's got an actual M40. That's kind of
We
cool.
just need...
Ah, cool. So the name of the mask is probably T21. Yeah, that was an M40. That's cool. It's just kind of weird that they modelled that gas mask for just this guy, and then you never see him again in the game. Especially because that would make more sense for Fedra guys to be wearing the US military gas mask that, you know, was in service at the time everything went to shit. The next 10s, but
You'll be okay,
whatever.
baby. Stay with me. I'll pick you up. I know, baby. I know. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me. Come on.
Yeah, now his watch is broken. Dun dun dun. Oh, and it's just coming up to 1 o'clock. There we go. See, that's a good place to end. Even though I completed the game, but...
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
Hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary...
Anyway, yeah, hope everybody who watched this enjoyed it. I know I didn't stream the entire game. I started, you know, a couple of hours into it, so you didn't have to put up with all the boring bits at the beginning. They're not boring when you play it for the first time. It's just that, you know, if you want a bit of action going on and that, you don't really get much.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter
I don't know without looking, but yeah. Anyway, see everybody. Hope you enjoyed the streams of this, and I'll be uploading a video a bit later today when I've got it filmed this afternoon.
Remember when